Hey guys, I'm Jesse from the YouTube channel Jesse the Reader, and today I'm bringing you another episode of Epic Adaptations. This is the series here on Epic Reads where I keep you in the know on the latest YA book to movie and book to TV adaptation news. Without further ado, let's talk about some May adaptation news. I can't deny the fact that I think I'm the most excited for this first bit of news, and that's the fact that Hulu picked up a book and they're going to be turning it into a series. And I guess I should say what the book is, so let me spit it out. It's Looking for Alaska by John Green. One of my favorite John Green books is getting an adaptation. I have been blessed. Hashtag bless. If you're unfamiliar with the story of Looking for Alaska, let me fill you in a little bit. We follow our main character Miles, who is tired of living just a normal life. He really wants to shake things up. And he does just that when he heads to a boarding school where he meets Alaska. Alaska welcomes him into her life, and she definitely helps him kind of shake up his life a little bit. But a terrible event occurs, leaving Miles to question everything. I know that was vague, but if I wasn't vague, I'd give everything away, and we're not about that here. We don't support book spoilers up in here. I'm so happy that this book is getting a series. I think in general, series are the way to go when it comes to book adaptations. It's just the right amount of time to do the book justice. I'll admit my ultimate dream is for a Six of Crows series, but we're not talking about Six of Crows, we're talking about Looking for Alaska here. The Looking for Alaska series is going to be 8 episodes long, and this project has taken 13 years for anything to happen with it. That's a long time. That just goes to show that sometimes these adaptations take a long time before they are actually picked up or made into anything. I'll be sure to update you guys with more information as information is revealed regarding this adaptation. Whether it comes to who's writing the screenplay or casting, I'll keep you guys updated with all that jazz. Next up, we have a book to movie adaptation that was recently released on Netflix, and that is The Kissing Booth. This is one that just kind of snuck up on us. I didn't know this was happening. The Netflix adaptation is based on the book The Kissing Booth, and this was a book that was originally put up on Wattpad, and then it was published into a book, and now it has a Netflix adaptation. So talk about a success story. The story follows this girl named Elle, and she makes this pact with her best guy friend that she'll never make a move on his brother. And guess what she does? She makes a move on his brother, and it all just ends up being a disaster. The Netflix adaptation stars Joey King and Molly Ringwald, and it's streaming now, so all you gotta do is open up Netflix and watch the movie. You might want to grab some snacks first though. No movie watching experience is complete without some snacks. Columbia Pictures has picked up the rights for the book The Hazel Wood by Melissa Albert. Ashley Powell will be whipping up the screenplay for this book to movie adaptation. She's known for her screenplay for The Nutcracker and The Four Realms with Disney. This story has a very fairy tale vibe to it. We follow our main character Alice, who lives her life on the road with her mom. Her grandmother is the author of a classic fairy tale called The Hinterland, but Alice does not have a very good relationship with her grandmother because her mom refuses to let Alice have any kind of relationship with her grandmother. The closest she'll get to her grandmother is reading the fairy tale. When Alice's mother is taken hostage is when Alice finds out the story her grandmother has written is beginning to seep into real life. This book sounds right up my alley, and I'm excited to see what they do with this film. The book How to Build a Girl by Caitlin Morin is being turned into a film, and it will star Lady Bird actress Beanie Fieldstein. She was one of my favorite actors in Lady Bird, and I can't wait to see her in this film. I think she'll do a fantastic job. She was hilarious in Lady Bird, and I can't wait to see what she delivers in this film. The film is set to start shooting in July, and the book follows a girl named Morgan who is just done living her life in her hometown. She feels like she is just completely stuck there, and she wants to get out and reinvent herself, and she does just that. She ends up creating a new life for herself. But throughout her transformation, she begins to question if she's happy with this girl she's built. It's supposed to be a comedic coming-of-age story, and I'm stoked to see what comes of it. Lastly, we have one more book to Netflix adaptation that's happening. Netflix snatched up the rights for the book The Wicked Deep, which is a pretty new release, and I'm not sure if Netflix is going to be turning it into a series or into a movie. I would prefer series, so Netflix, if you're watching this, please give us a series. We're just gonna have to wait and see what comes of it, but let me tell you, I got super excited because when I read the description of this book, it had me A, wanting to read this book right away, but also B, I could just visually see it as a super epic adaptation. Epic adaptation. That was super punny. I didn't even mean to do that. Anyways, the story follows these three sisters who were killed in 1822. They were drowned for being witches. And now, every summer, these three witches pop up and inhabit the body of three girls. Is anyone else sold by the description of that? It sounds spooky and epic, and I need to read it ASAP. That's it for this episode of Epic Adaptations. You guys should let me know down below in the comments what you thought of today's episode. Are you looking forward to the Looking for Alaska adaptation? Have you seen the Kissing Booth adaptation? Let me know all your thoughts on today's episode down below in the comments. But that's all the epic adaptation news I have for you guys today. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next month with another epic adaptation.